You woke up late, your hair looks like it spent the night pressed against a frying pan, and a full wash and dry is absolutely not happening. We've all been there. And honestly, we're there more often than we'd like to admit. Here's the thing though, the right dry shampoo doesn't just buy you an extra day, it transforms your hair, adds lift, kills the grease, and makes it look like you actually tried. The wrong one leaves you with white cast, flat roots, and that weird dusty smell. Today, I'm ranking the 10 best dry shampoos that genuinely deliver in under 60 seconds, so you never have to guess again. Number 10. Batiste Original Dry Shampoo. Let's kick things off with the one that basically invented the drugstore dry shampoo moment. Batiste Original has been a staple in bathroom cabinets for years, and it earned its spot on this list simply because it works, full stop. It's widely available, it's cheap, and it absorbs oil without making your hair feel like cardboard. The aerosol spray is fine and light, which means it distributes evenly across your roots without clumping. You get a decent lift too, nothing dramatic, but enough to make day 2 hair look intentional rather than accidental. The honest caveat here, the white cast is real, especially if you have dark hair and rush the application. You have to give it a full 30 seconds to absorb before you massage it in, or you'll be walking around looking like you dusted your head with flour. It runs around $6 to $9, depending on where you buy it, and you can find it at pretty much every drugstore, Target, Walmart, and supermarket. For the price, it's a reliable backup. Just don't expect it to blow your mind. Number 9. Sexy Hair Big Dry Shampoo. Don't let the name make you roll your eyes. This one genuinely earns it. Sexy Hair's Big Dry Shampoo has quietly built a massive fan base among people who need their dry shampoo to also act like a volumizer. It's one of the few formulas at this price point that doesn't just absorb oil, it adds real, lasting body to flat roots. The brand claims up to 72 hours of volume, and while I won't promise that for every hair type, the lift it delivers is noticeably better than most drugstore competitors. The formula uses rice extract and a transparent finish, which means it doesn't leave a white film and works beautifully on all hair types, including darker hair that usually gets wrecked by chalky sprays. It's also the one beauty editors keep recommending specifically for extending a blowout. Spray it on clean hair after styling, and it actually slows down how fast your roots get oily. Smart move. The caveat? You need to leave it on for a full 2 minutes before brushing out. Rush it and your hair can feel slightly stiff. Give it the time it needs and the result is genuinely impressive. It sits in the $10 to $13 range depending on size and where you buy it. Ulta, Target, Amazon, and the Sexy Hair website all stock it. For the volume payoff at that price, it's one of the most satisfying buys on this list. Number 8. Not Your Mother's Clean Freak Refreshing Dry Shampoo. The name alone is doing a lot of heavy lifting, but this formula actually backs it up. Not Your Mother's has built a cult following in the natural-leaning hair care space, and this dry shampoo fits right into that ethos. It's rice starch-based, which means it absorbs oil without the chalky fallout you get from talc-heavy formulas. The spray pattern is wider than most, so it covers a lot of ground fast. If you're in a genuine rush, that's a big deal. Roots look lifted, and the finish feels more natural than powdery. My one watch-out, the scent is strong. It's fresh, not bad, but if you're sensitive to fragrance or you wear a lot of perfume, it can compete in a way that gets a bit much. I always recommend doing a sniff test before committing to a full bottle. It's usually $8 to $10 and super easy to find at Target, Ulta, or online. For a rice starch formula at this price point, it's genuinely impressive. Number 7. Kenra Platinum Silkening Mist Dry Shampoo. Okay, stepping up a tier, Kenra is a salon brand, and it shows. This one was introduced to me by my hairstylist, and once I tried it, I completely understood why professionals keep it in their kits. It adds real volume, the kind that looks like you blew out your roots, not just skipped a wash. The formula uses a blend of absorbent powders that work together to lift oil and add texture without any grittiness. It also has a slight conditioning element, so your hair doesn't feel stripped or stiff, just bouncy and clean. The caveat is price and access. At around $20 to $25 a can, it's not your everyday drugstore grab. And while you can find it at Ulta and on Amazon, it's not on every shelf. But if you're the kind of person who uses dry shampoo regularly and you want something that actually performs, this is worth the upgrade. Think of it as an investment in your hair days. Number 6. Chlorane Dry Shampoo with Oat Milk. Chlorane is French pharmacy royalty, and their oat milk dry shampoo has been a moment in the beauty community for good reason. It's one of the most gentle formulas on this list, genuinely suitable for sensitive scalps and color-treated hair without sacrificing performance. The oat milk base soothes while it absorbs, which is a nice touch if you deal with any scalp irritation. The texture it gives your hair is soft and natural, not crunchy, not powdery, just clean. Here's the thing to know going in. This is not a heavy hitter for extremely oily hair. If your scalp produces a lot of sebum, you may find yourself needing more product than expected. It's better suited to low to medium oiliness or fine, delicate hair. It typically retails for $20 at Ulta, Target, and Drugstore. A little pricier than the drugstore picks, but if scalp health is a priority for you, it's worth every cent. Number 5. Living Proof Perfect Hair Day Dry Shampoo. Halfway through the list, and we're firmly in prestige territory now. Living Proof's Perfect Hair Day Dry Shampoo is a fan favorite for a reason. Their patented OFPMA molecule is genuinely different from anything else on the market. Instead of just coating oil with powder, it actually removes it, picks it right up off your strands and scalp. The result is hair that doesn't just look clean, it feels clean. There's no residue, no buildup, and no weird texture. Your hair moves naturally, holds style well, and the volume is legitimately impressive. The one honest downside is that some people find the scent slightly clinical. It's clean, but in an almost lab clean kind of way. Not unpleasant, just distinctive. If you love a floral or fresh fragrance in your products, this might feel a bit sterile. At around $29 for the full-size can, it's an investment. But given how well it performs, most people find they actually use less product per application. Find it at Sephora, Ulta, or the Living Proof website. Number 4. Olaplex No. 4D Clean Volume Detox Dry Shampoo. If you know Olaplex, you already know they don't do things halfway, and their dry shampoo is no exception. The No. 4D takes everything the brand is famous for: bond-building technology, scalp health, zero compromise on formula quality, and packs it into a can. It's not just absorbing oil, it's actively detoxing your scalp and repairing hair structure at the same time. What makes it genuinely special is the zero white cast. I mean it, zero. The ultrafine rice starch combined with zeolite and bentonite clay disappears on contact, which makes it a godsend for anyone with dark hair who's been burned by chalky dry shampoos before. The volume it delivers is airy and natural, never stiff. It also includes rambutan seed extract, which sounds fancy, but basically means your scalp is being calmed and protected from pollution while you use it. The honest caveat: this is a maintenance dry shampoo, not a heavy-duty rescue one. If you're on day 4 with seriously oily roots, you may need to go in twice. It excels at extending a fresh blowout or refreshing day 2 hair, but don't expect it to perform miracles on a week-old wash. At $30 for the full size at Sephora, Ulta, and Olaplex.com, it sits firmly in the prestige tier. For damaged, color-treated, or scalp-sensitive hair especially, this one is genuinely worth it. Number 3. IGK First Class Charcoal Detox Dry Shampoo. Top 3, and IGK earns its place here, but I'd be doing you a disservice if I didn't give you the full picture first. If you've been in the beauty space at all, you may have heard about the benzene lawsuits that hit several dry shampoo brands a few years back. IGK First Class was among them, and a class action settlement was finalized in 2024. That's real, it happened, and you deserve to know. However, the current formula has been independently tested, is still actively sold at Sephora, and IGK has continued production. So if you decide to move forward with it, you're buying the reformulated version. With that said, the charcoal detox angle is genuinely unlike anything else in the mid-range. It's not just absorbing oil, it's lifting buildup from your scalp like a magnet. If you live in a city, work out regularly, or just feel like your scalp needs a real reset between washes, this is the dry shampoo that delivers.
Volume is excellent, the scent is sophisticated, like walking into an expensive salon, and the staying power through the day beats most competitors. My caveat on usage: because the charcoal formula is more active on the scalp, this isn't an everyday spray. Think of it as your heavy hitter, post-gym, post-travel, end-of-week hair. Daily use over time might overstrip your scalp. You'll find it at Sephora for around $35. Do your research, make your own call, but performance-wise, it absolutely earns the number 3 spot.
Number 2, Amika Perk Up Dry Shampoo. So close to the top spot. And honestly, Amika's Perk Up has been my personal backup for over 2 years now. It's the one I reach for when I need to look completely put together in under a minute. The formula is ultra-fine rice starch. The scent is a beautiful, subtle citrus, and it works on every hair type I've ever seen it used on. What makes it exceptional is the balance. It lifts without making hair feel crunchy. It absorbs without leaving cast. It smells great without being overwhelming. And the can, that iconic yellow can, is just genuinely fun to use. The only thing I'd flag is that the smaller travel size depletes fast. If you use dry shampoo regularly, buy the full size from the jump. The travel size will be gone in a week and you'll feel personally betrayed. At around $30 at Sephora and Ulta, it's squarely in the prestige range. But for the performance consistency, I think it's completely justified. It is, in my opinion, the second best dry shampoo you can buy right now. And the only reason it's not first is because nothing tops number 1.
Number 1, Oral-B Dry Texturizing Spray. Here we are, the best dry shampoo on the market, and it isn't particularly close. Oral-B's Dry Texturizing Spray is legendary in the professional beauty world for a reason. It's technically classified as a texturizing spray, but it absolutely functions as the most extraordinary dry shampoo you will ever use. The moment the mist hits your roots, something just clicks. Oil gone, volume up, texture dialed in like you spent 20 minutes with a round brush. What sets it apart from everything else is the layered complexity of the formula. It adds dimension, actual dimension, to your hair. It's not just clean looking. It's styled looking. Fine hair looks thicker. Thick hair looks effortless. Curly hair looks defined. It works universally, and that is genuinely rare. The scent is a signature Oral-B fragrance. It's rich, floral, slightly powdery, and unmistakable. People will notice your hair and then ask what it smells like. That's not an exaggeration. It happens constantly. It's become one of my favorite sensory parts of getting ready in the morning.
Now, the caveat you're waiting for. It's $56 for the full-size can. Yes, $56. It is absolutely a luxury product, and I'm not going to pretend otherwise. But here's my honest take. It lasts longer than most cans because the formula is so concentrated, it genuinely performs better than anything at any price point. And if you have any budget for one splurge in your hair care routine, this is it. I've gifted this to 3 friends in the last year, and every single one of them came back to me personally to say it changed their morning routine. Find it at Sephora, Neiman Marcus, or directly on the Oral-B website. If your budget doesn't stretch there right now, start with Amika at number 2 and work your way up. But once you try the Oral-B, you'll understand why it sits at the top of every single professional's list. And that's your complete breakdown. 10 dry shampoos ranked honestly, from the budget-friendly all the way up to the one that will genuinely change how you feel about getting ready on a bad hair day. Whether you're grabbing a Batiste from the drugstore or finally treating yourself to an Oral-B, there is something on this list for every hair type and every budget. If you want to go deeper on volume specifically, I have a full video on the best volumizing hair products linked in the description. It pairs perfectly with this one. Drop a comment below and tell me which dry shampoo you're currently using. I'm always curious what people swear by, and honestly, I read every single one. If this helped you, a subscription would mean a lot. New videos go up every week. See you in the next one.